All right, good morning. So we are on this slideshow is about must do number two, looking at the seasons. You should have a doodle note page in front of you that looks like this, okay? Your doodle note page has a bunch of cute pictures of things and it says rotate and revolve, and then on the other side it says seasons, okay? We're going to be on the side that talks about rotate and revolve, okay? So get your pencil in hand and be ready. Okay, so I stole this slideshow from Mrs. Munns. That's why it says Mrs. Munns. It should definitely say my name on there, but that's okay. At least I'm the one in the video, right? So welcome to seasons. Let's talk about seasons. Now, our objectives for this, her I can statements, is that by the end of this, I can understand what causes the seasons and explain it to a neighbor. I can identify where different seasons are occurring and why. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so this is a picture of the Earth's rotation. Now, rotation and rotate and revolve are two words that we use when we are talking about the Earth and its place in the solar system and how it moves. But we need to know the difference because rotate and revolve are very, very different words that we need to know the difference between. So, rotate is when the Earth spins around the axis like a top. Now, in this picture, this red line that's going through, this is where that axis is. So, where the north and south poles are, that is where the Earth spins on. So, if you, hand motions always help me. So, I always think that the Earth rotation rotates like this, where you could take your hand, practice right now. I know you'll look silly, but I want you to do it anyways. Take your hand like this and pretend like your hand is the Earth. It is spinning or rotating on its axis, okay? Now, this yellow light represents the sun's rays hitting the Earth. If you notice that because the Earth's axis is tilted, there's areas of the Earth that gets more direct sunlight. You can see this middle arrow here, it directly hits the Earth. But if you look all the way up here, the sun kind of hits it at an angle. Not much sunlight gets all the way up here, okay? And that's really, really important as we continue on and learn about seasons. Now, when the Earth rotates on its axis or spins on its axis, it makes a full rotation every 24 hours. Every 24 hours, it makes a rotation. So, it what happens is because the sun is only shining on one side of the Earth at a time, that the Earth's rotation creates day and night. So when you have day and night, that's because it rotates on its axis. All right? Okay. So this is your first section of your doodle notes. What you're going to write, well, make sure your name is on it, and then rotate. Define what rotate means. Write down, what does rotate mean? Okay, and then over here next to the clock, this little box next to the clock, you're going to write how long it takes for the Earth to rotate once. Okay, and then a synonym, right, is a word that also means rotate. What's a word that also means rotate? Okay, and then Earth's rotation creates blank and blank. I said this just a few minutes ago, so hopefully you remember that. If you need to go back and listen, go back and listen. And down here, go ahead and color your sun and your Earth, showing the direct sunlight from the sun to the Earth. Now, in these two window boxes, what you're going to do is in the first one, you're going to draw, if you were on the Earth looking at the sun, what would it look like? And then in this window, look at the sun. If you were on the sun looking at the Earth, what would it look like? Okay, go ahead and do that and then click on the next video.